It looks like Opus 5 just got spotted on Vertex, which usually means that it's coming pretty soon, as well Kimi K3 is coming this week, and an open source Fable level model is supposedly coming later this year. So let's get into it. In yesterday's video, I talked about how Anthropic was under pressure. The internal teams were kind of feeling the pressure from OpenAI's GPT 5.6 Soul launch and how that model was quite competitive. It produced similar results to Fable and it was way more efficient than what Fable is currently at. And because of that pressure, we talked about and we kind of speculated that Claude Opus 5 is probably coming soon. We heard some internal rumors, but it looks like that rumor is actually turning into reality slowly. It looks like Claude Opus 5 was found on Vertex, which is basically the model card kind of showed up briefly, and that usually indicates that a model is either being trained secretly or it's coming very soon, and most likely it's both. Model is probably going through A/B testing, maybe some red teaming, and then it's probably going to be launched very soon. We know Fable 5 is supposed to go away this weekend, and if that model is gone, Anthropic has to serve a model, and that model is going to be Claude Opus 5. Now, there's some big pressure on Anthropic, and there's some big expectations already set by a lot of people in the AI space on Claude Opus 5. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of examples. So this person is saying that if Anthropic thinks that this is an excuse to remove Fable 5, they are wrong. GPT 5.6 is obviously not as good as Fable 5, although in my opinion pretty much gets the job done, but it's obviously crushing Opus 4.8. And according to this person, Opus 5 has to be an insane jump from Opus 4.8 for people to keep their subscriptions with Anthropic, which makes sense. If you're going to give people a taste of Fable 5 and then take it away from them, and then you serve them something that is not as crazy, and while they have access to GPT 5.6, people are going to start canceling their subscription, and that is definitely not something Anthropic wants. So yes, Opus 5 is coming very soon, and when it comes, there's going to be a lot of expectations, and people are probably going to criticize this model a lot. And I don't know about you guys, but obviously I'm just happy that there are new models. I'm kind of an AI optimist. As long as we are moving forward and as long as we get access to the newer models and we are seeing that our money is being put to good use, I'm happy. Obviously, right now, it's kind of like that because obviously some of the models are too expensive to run. The rate limits hit quickly. But yeah, I'm just happy we're getting a new model. Opus 5 is probably going to become our day-to-day model. Obviously, it's not good as Sonify, which is the day-to-day model right now. So when Opus 5 comes out, let's see if they set that model as the default one. But who knows? But yes, Opus 5 is coming very soon. So it looks like the new model for OpenAI was pretty successful because they have just reached 8 million active users across the Codex platform and ChatGPT Work, which is their new platform, which if you're not familiar with yet, think of it like this. Codex is obviously geared towards developers, but the ChatGPT Work is mainly for non-technical people, maybe for professional workers or people that just want to use something on a day-to-day basis to automate their life, use AI, but obviously don't need the same capabilities like a developer would need, then they would use ChatGPT Work. And because of that, they are actively resetting the usage limits for all. So yay, good for us. We get more limits. We're never going to complain about that. And they're saying that they're also continuing to not have the 5-hour rate limit as well, which I think is good. But remember, these companies can only do this in the short term. These are short-term wins for us. In the long term, we need OpenAI, Anthropic, and pretty much any AI provider to work out an efficient model, which looks like GPT 5.6 is, at least on paper, based off their blog post, is getting similar capabilities to Fable 5 and is using way less tokens compared to anything that we have seen, at least at the moment. But we know that the open source labs is probably another big bet for a lot of us. We need those models to obviously improve as well. And it looks like they are because Kimi K3 is coming very soon. Before we continue, we just launched the Universe of AI newsletter. If you want to stay on top of AI news without having to hunt for it, link is in the description. Don't miss out. So even on Kimi's own official website, they were offering some sort of discount that people noticed, basically saying here's a discount, Kimi K3 is coming soon. That was the gist of it. And what is really cool about all of this is that Kimi K3 is coming pretty soon compared to when Kimi K2.6 was launched, which was only about a few weeks ago. And this is probably or was one of the most popular open source model around. But as soon as Kimi made that move, GLM came in and dropped GLM 5.2. And that is probably the model that a lot of you guys, if you use open source models or open weight models, you might be using GLM 5.2. And that took everyone's attention away. And obviously, just like the race in the Western labs is quite competitive, the AI race in China is similar, and they are working towards dropping models. But they're not only comparing with just the Western frontier, they're also competing with the Chinese models and competing on cost and efficiency more than the Western labs, because the Western labs can kind of get away with it. They have the infrastructure, they have the funding, but the Chinese labs don't have access to the same resources compared to the Western labs. So yes, they have to definitely work on training the models better. They have to work on improving the infrastructure behind the model, how these models think, and actually make them more efficient for them to serve these models as open source models, right? And we know that Kimi K2.6 is coming soon. And the early expectation is that this is supposed to launch with a 1 million token context window, which is good, which allows you to do a lot with it, give it more information at once. And this is supposed to make a significant leap compared to the previous version, which I think is good on paper. Obviously, this is just early claims. We don't know exactly how that is going to look like. But if Kimi K3 actually makes a big leap and even matches GLM 5.2 or even beats GLM 5.2, which I think the Kimi team might be going forward, then you have another model that is more viable for a lot of users. When I say more viable, it's going to be obviously way cheaper compared to Fable 5 or GPT 5.6 Soul. So then you have Kimi K3. Maybe if you're a developer and you don't need the overpowered models like Fable 5 and GPT 5.6 Soul, you might use Kimi K3, but you would obviously compare this against maybe the Opus lineup, Opus 5. Who knows what the cost for that one will be, or even like GPT 5.6 Luna, for example. But Kimi K3 is coming soon, and we are seeing more competition than ever right now. Especially in this year, I feel like everyone's dropping something. And what's really cool is that Kimi K3 is not the only model that is rumored to be coming with a more stronger variant of their older model, right? We know DeepSeek is working on DeepSeek version 4.1, but there's no like information on what that timeline could be. So we'll put that to the side for now. But what we do know is that GLM 5.2, after the model's success, the CEO actually said on a public platform like X with Elon Musk in the thread that they are working towards basically producing a model as capable as Fable 5 that is probably coming later this year, meaning maybe August, maybe September, who knows what the timeline will actually be like, but that's obviously going to be much cheaper than Fable 5. So on one hand, you have Anthropic, who is basically taking away our access to a Fable 5 type of model this weekend. I think it's the Sunday. And then we have another lab, Moonshot AI from China, basically saying that they are going to serve a capable model like Fable that is going to be an open source model. So later this year, we could be actually getting open source Fable level models, which I think is a huge acceleration in the AI space, and especially in the open source community. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am, because I clearly want to see what that would look like and if it actually can live up to the hype. But that's it for today's video. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, follow our new newsletter as well at universeofai.beehive.com, as well as subscribe to the main channel World of AI, and support us on X by following the Universe of AIZ as well. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video.